We are looking at figure 19.2 on page 397 of your textbook. So this graph shows a couple of examples about the relationship between some kind of pollutant and your income, the per capita income. So the first one is population without safe water. It starts on this side from a low to a high percentage of unsafe water, or population that's without safe water, and then from here it gives the per capita income from $100 to $100,000, and you'll see the relationship looks something like this. Meaning as we get richer, we're willing to pay more for safe water. So if we are quite poor, we have a high percentage of the population that's without safe water, and as we get richer, we have a lower and lower percentage of the population that's without safe water. The next example tries to show the urban population without adequate sanitation. So again, here we have from 0 to 70% of the urban population without adequate sanitation, and then on the horizontal axis we have from 100 to 100,000 per capita income, shown in dollars. So this one has a very similar shape to the previous one. It looks something like this. Again, the same story. Initially, if we're quite poor, if we only have $100 per capita, then we have a very high percentage of the urban population that's without adequate sanitation. And as our income increases, then down goes the percentage of the population, urban population, that's without adequate sanitation. So these two show a very good relationship between income and the problem, in which case it's without safe water and without adequate sanitation. So in these cases, a higher income will solve your problem. Next one shows the urban concentration of a particular matter. This one is a bit more complex. So on this side, we show the percentage of the particular matter from 600% of it to 1,800%. And again, here we show our income. Now it looks something like this. First it goes up a bit and then it goes down, something like this shape, meaning that when we're quite poor, when we have $100 per capita income and we get richer, then there's first a period when this particular matter concentration goes up, and then when we get richer, it starts going down. So so it's not as simple as these two saying just a higher per capita income will solve the problem. There is also a period in which it goes up before it decreases. Okay, next we look at the urban concentrations of sulfur dioxide. This one is even more than the previous example. It shows again the percentages of SO2 in the concentration, and then here it shows our income, and this relationship looks more something like this, meaning initially there's low concentrations, then if we get richer, there's an increase in the concentrations of sulfur dioxide, and then when we further increase our wealth, there's a decrease. So you can clearly see initially the increase in per capita income worsens the problem of sulfur dioxide, and then if we a further increase in per capita income, it kind of addresses that problem further. Now let's look at municipal waste per capita. Again, on the vertical axis it shows the percentage, and so doubling 4 times the double and 6 times the double of municipal waste, and here it shows the income. Now this one is quite striking image. It says if we're poor, there's relatively low amount of waste in the area per capita, but as we get richer, it just increases. So increasing our per capita income does not solve municipal waste per capita problem. So here we saw urban population without adequate sanitation. We saw that increasing our per capita income will solve this problem or address it, but not so with municipal waste, right? And half and half, so with urban concentrations of sulfur dioxide. And then lastly, the very big problem in the moment in the world is carbon dioxide, the main ingredient that causes global warming. And similar to municipal waste, we see that over here the percentage increase, and over here how we get richer, we see that we absolutely, as we get richer, there's just a massive increase in carbon dioxide. So again, increasing our per capita income won't address this problem because we will just emit more and more and more carbon dioxide. You don't have to be able to draw these graphs. You don't even have to memorize the relationship between the various urban population and income. You just have to know that sometimes there are problems that's solved by increasing our per capita income, and there's other environmental problems that can't be solved by increasing our per capita income, that's actually worsened by a wealthier community or country.